Hello, my name is Peter Wilkerson. The Horizon Report for K-12 takes a close look at emerging technologies and the impact they may have on teaching and learning in education. It is broken up into three parts: the fast trend, mid-range, and long-range trends. The fast trend technologies are predicted to occur within 1 to 2 years. Flipped classroom. The flipped classroom is a learning model that basically rearranges the time spent in a classroom and the time spent outside the classroom. Students are given a video to watch, a reading, or another similar task to complete before class. This provides the student with the information needed to complete the in-class part of the learning model. The in-class time is used for more engaged learning in which students work together on real-world applications. This approach is student-centered and relates the content to the students' lives. A flipped classroom is one way to make a future classroom more flexible, active, and engaging for the students. Next, we will look at cloud computing. Cloud computing refers to an internet-based storage system. Commonly used related services include things like Dropbox and Google Drive. It allows you to store information online versus on one computer, and also allows you to access it from anywhere with internet. Cloud computing makes it easier than ever to communicate and collaborate with others. One of the best functions related to education is that you can share and edit content with whomever you choose. This makes working together simpler. Next up is learning analytics. If you look at social media, there are suggestions for people you may know, or for a book or a movie you might be interested in. And this is all based on data that's related to you. We can use the same concept in education. Learning analytics is a field associated with deciphering trends and patterns from sets of student-related data to further personalize and support individual understanding. So the focus is on the individual and what it takes to make a particular student's experience optimal. For a future classroom, being able to discern the interests of students just by using data can create a learning environment that is more engaging and individualized for each student. Innovations like this make it possible to improve student achievement. Next up is the mid-range technologies, and they're predicted to occur in 3 to 5 years. Let's take a look at Open Educational Resources, or OER. OER are any form of media or documents that can be used in teaching, learning, and research that are in the public domain. Open education is a movement that will bring quality education to students and teachers everywhere for free. Open textbooks are an innovative source that may do away with regular textbooks. Open textbooks are a free application online that adapts open source educational material for anyone and for any purpose. With the rise in cost of regular textbooks, open textbooks can give schools an alternate way to still have learning material. Wearable technology. Wearable technology is any device that can be worn by the user, usually in the form of a watch, glasses, or various other devices. Fitbit is a wearable technology that people wear in order to record data such as eating habits, sleeping patterns, and distance traveled. Google Glass is another wearable technology that has been introduced recently. People use this technology very similar to a smartphone, but in a hands-free format. And we can use these technologies in the classroom. I could potentially see some kind of glasses that could record interactions and lectures in the classroom. A watch could be used as a clicker for answering questions, but the purpose of wearable technologies is to more creatively interact and engage learners. Games and gamification. Games are starting to become more popular in today's culture. There is a large number of people of different ages that participate in gaming. Gamification is the integration of gaming elements, mechanics, and frameworks into situations not related to games. Since more and more people are playing games today, it only makes sense that someone would want to take the aspects of gaming and apply them to education. In other words, if we can figure out what makes people want to play games, we can apply that information to learning. And last is the long-range technologies, and they are predicted to emerge in 5 or more years. Intuitive technologies are any kind of natural user interfaces. So in the world we live in today, people are very familiar with touchscreens thanks to phones, tablets, and other devices. Some newer technologies that are being developed include things like gesture-based interfaces and voice command interfaces. The Wii and Xbox Kinect have already incorporated gesture-based interfaces into gaming consoles, and you can find voice command technology by using Siri on your phone, which allows you to interact with your phone by only using your voice. These technologies are intuitive because in everyday life we move around and communicate using gestures and our voices, so why not integrate that technology into education? If intuitive technologies are already being used in games and our phones, it's only one more step before they are combined into education. Rethinking how schools work, or rather the learning approaches we use in schools. Some of these approaches include project-based, problem-based, inquiry-based, and challenge-based learning. All of these learning approaches are student-centered and are focused on creating authentic learning opportunities. Select schools have implemented these learning approaches and have come to obtain great success in doing so. Though it may take some time before they become more mainstream, these methods of learning are sparking a lot of interest. Since students are given real-world applications in the classroom, they will be better prepared for the world after high school. These are the resources I used, and thank you.